Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God.
On the same, stay here. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. Just as free, free as we'll ever be.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell.
I'm Sheila Campbell.
And this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Good morning, beautiful.
Morning, baby.
I love that video.
Yeah, it was a great video.
It's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
It really is. We got a great show today. We got a good morning. It's you know what? We're blessed.
Yeah.
Just first of all, we're blessed just to have all you guys here. All of you. Thank you so much for being here. We got a great show this morning. Sheila's put together a lot of information. I actually got a message from my dad yesterday at 80, who's still trucking.
Yeah.
Get it, Dad. Get it, BJ. He's just he amazes me. We got a lot to talk about this morning. I'm going.
Yeah, go.
What do you got?
We've got. What do I have? What do you have?
I want to say, first of all, prayers for Ronald Hebert and his family.
Yeah.
We'll go to mentions right away. I want to mention Ronald Hebert and his family. This gentleman has lost his stepdad, and now his mother's back in the hospital going through it. This guy can't catch a break for anything.
And his mother-in-law.
The one thing I do know is that I saw a comment from him this morning on one of my posts, and he says, "No matter what, when you make me laugh." So Ronald, our prayers and thoughts are with you. We appreciate you. Yeah. Also to Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
The Kathy Griffin. You know, it blows me away. The people that actually watch the show. I was contacted by my dad last night, BJ, and he says, "Will you please let Kathy know that I appreciate her and I love her with all my heart?"
Yeah. And
it's because she watches the show and he honestly feels that he doesn't tell her enough. So Kathy, he loves you with all his heart.
Yeah, he was gushing about
it. He really was. He said, you take care of everything while he's out on the road. And it's important that drivers have a great support system while they're out on the road.
And
Kathy Griffin, we love you.
And yeah, he was gushing. I mean, he was going on about how much he loved and appreciated her.
The crazy thing is, I didn't realize it was Kathy. I know exactly who Kathy is. Blows me away. I'm thinking it's Kathy Griffin, the B-rated actress, going, "Yeah, we're crushing it. We went to A-list because the B-lists are watching us." Kathy Griffin, you have a great morning. I want to say special thank you to Trucking with V. You are an inspiration to me every day. And that trailer that says the driver's side, Wayne Campbell on the side, is actually fake. That's like 2 years old.
Yeah.
I edited that a long time ago. I wish it was real.
Yeah. And eventually it will be real. A little nicer would be wrapped or with our logo on it. And of course my name is going to be included in it.
We're heading out today.
Yeah.
It's travel day. This is a hard thing to do because we have Scott and Karen.
Yeah.
That we love so much and we care about so much.
We'll be back.
And that it was put on their heart to help us to get us here.
Yeah.
So we will be back. This is a home base for us, guys. You have to remember that. It's time for us to move forward. with this platform. We have to grow this show. And the only way we can do that is being out on the road with you drivers. That's why it's called the driver's side. So I can get up in these trucks and start talking to you guys and get your sides. Every morning, this show is just something for you guys to have, to plug into, to just feel appreciated, to plug in and just unload your crap if you need to. Also the Saturday show. But it's time for us to head out of Texas and head into Tennessee for a little while.
Yep.
We're going to head into Tennessee. I'm going to stop in Nashville, or Nashville first. I have a sister there that I grew up with. Well, a sister from, I don't know how to say it. I know a brother from another mother.
A sister from another mother.
A sister from another missus. I don't know.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, Julie, I'm going to stop and see you. My brother Devin said you have to stop and see Julie. So we'll be doing that. And unfortunately, we got to say goodbye to Karen and Scott today. Or not goodbye, but we got to head out for a little while. Right. And we got to make sure that they realize how much we do appreciate them.
For sure. We do appreciate you. They have been more than great. I know, right? I was kind of put on the spot. I was like over here listening to him and whatever. I was kind of put on the spot, but we sincerely appreciate everything that they've done. They've been more than gracious hosts and friends, honestly. And we're going to miss you when we're gone. And we just want you to know that, but we will be back. We're just not goodbye forever. We're going to be back. We're just going to go out traveling and doing our thing. And then we come back.
We have to grow this show.
It stops as it goes. Right.
We have to grow this show. We have to be in more drivers. We have to be in more trucks.
Right,
That's just all there is to it.
And that was, that was the reason why we had decided to go on the road, was to go on the road. I mean, we have home bases and we have places that we stay for lengths at a time, but then we have to move on, just like we'll move on from Tennessee and it'll be hard to say goodbye to Charles at that time too.
Yes. Well, there's a lot coming from me, Charles. I got a feeling that there's some things that me and him are going to get into. I really do. Nubs McGee himself. Yeah. The thing is Charles' story is very important, and it's very important that I get more involved with Charles, because he's been yanked out of that seat for reasons I don't believe is okay.
No, I agree. I think the process over the last year and a half that he's had to go through just to try to get put back in the seat is ridiculous.
It's a joke.
Yes. I think it's easier to be elected president than it is.
Oh, no, you did not get it, Sheila. Oh. Yeah, Mike, who are you? I like you. I like you. Anyways, but real quick, before we get into hellos and good mornings and take our break, we want to talk about Mark Estep, okay? Yeah. We hauled the holidays for this gentleman, and he is out of quarantine. I'm seeing on my notes.
Yes.
What am I seeing down here? You know more about this than I do. Mark was in quarantine during the show?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Okay, so here was the deal, and I totally forgot as I'm going through and I'm chit-chatting with the groups and stuff. Yesterday, he was like, I finally got put in, I got to move. I'm moving into a different room. I'm like, what? Why are they moving you again? He's like, I've been in quarantine the last 14 days. And I forgot, because every time he has an episode or a medical condition that sends him into the hospital, when he comes back out, he has to go into quarantine. And so they isolate him and put him in a different room. So he's finally out, and they're going to be putting him back into a regular room as of yesterday. So we're happy about that. And hopefully it gives him a little more freedom in interaction with other people. So I'm glad to hear that. So yay. But I totally forgot. Oh yeah. Huh? Okay.
Crazy. You know, some of the things that are going on right now that we don't really recognize or notice that still happen.
Right.
While we're going through things. It's everybody's story is different. And it was a pleasure being it's a pleasure being part of Mark's life.
It is
what I want to say, being involved in his life. The fact that he's been taken out of the seat. He watches the show. He's here this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark.
We appreciate you. Just makes me feel good as doing this.
Yeah.
Just period in itself.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to good mornings.
Yes.
Because it is a good morning, right?
It is a great morning.
What do we got for them?
We've got trucking news like we always do. And we have, it's actually for the national news, it's going to be national world news. It's kind of combined in there a little bit, but it's going to be interesting.
So let's take a break and we'll come right back.
People say I got a drinking problem, but I got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions, call it a problem, I call it a solution. Just sitting here in all my grand illusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution. solution.
Well, the backbone of America woke up today, so we're good. Keep on trucking.
Hi. Hi. Good morning.
Glenn Kelly and his father. Good morning. Colleen. Good morning. Becky Underwood. Blake
morning.
Shipdale. Brittany Akins. Carla Williams. Alvin. Good morning. Trucking with V. One of my favorite ladies in this world right now. Phil Tristan. Becky. Well, in general, stop it. Freddie Bell. Stacked Logistics in the house. Justin Pomerantz. How you doing, brother? Good to see you this morning. Alicia. Dennis Hicks. Joe Hood. Cindy, we've missed you, Cindy. I don't know where you've been, but you haven't been around. We're glad you're back, and every day. Thank you so much. Daryl Martin, Trans Contractors. Good morning. Becky Underwood again. John Hall, Gary, Kelly, Shane Richardson, Renee Christopher. It was an pleasure talking to you again yesterday. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're doing okay. Mark Eastet, how are you? Alan Jones was at Walmart getting loaded. Let's do this. Get it, Alan Jones. Pablo, how are you? Ronald Hebert, how are you? Carla, we're good. Daryl, wait, I wanted to get to Daryl Martin. Daryl Martin says, good morning. Dennis Hicks, Della, Greg Martin, Wayne Campbell, Sheila Campbell, Scott Granger, Karen Granger, Kelly Shane, Becky Underwood, Alicia, Justin, John Freese, Colleen, and everyone else.
Nice.
Carlos. All right.
Nice.
Let's see. Dana Sharp. I love you. Dina. I think it is too. She is just a great supporter. Good morning, Carlos. Good morning, Dave, Bill Fetzer, Steve Hodgett. How are you? Right. Andy Beck. How are you? And Greg Martin. How are you? Hot coffee, baby. Yes, it is hot coffee. And most of all, everybody remember to keep calm and trust God. All right. There's your good morning, Sheila. We got through our good morning. God, they're getting so many.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
It's beautiful. It's not good. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
if you feel inclined to do so, please like and share it out. Okay. Seriously, like and share it out.
Are you?
We're not trying
begging
to
over there.
I kind of am a little bit.
Why?
Yeah. Because it's
important. Like
it is.
Period.
And in order to comply with Facebook and all their rules and regulations, that's just kind of how it goes. In order for the platform to expand and grow,
there's no way we're going to be able to follow Facebook's rules and regulations. Have you seen what they do to these people? Justin Pomerantz has been in and out of Facebook prison for the past 2 months. So just be careful when you're associated with the driver's side. You might be put in Facebook jail.
We don't mass share. You don't have to like 900 people all at one time. That's all I'm saying, because they consider it spam at that point. But cut it down to like 25.
Well, you got 60 people and 20 likes. We're crushing it.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
All right, Sheila, what do we got this morning for trucking news? Let's get right into it. Let's just do this.
We're going to jump in.
What else do we got? We took the break. Wait, hold on. We took the break right there. Let me follow my instructions.
Yeah, it's okay.
Simple instructions, okay? Mm-hmm. We took our video break, but I didn't do Timothy.
Yeah. Do you want to start with something lighthearted or something kind of serious?
Lighthearted? Oh, well, I don't know. What do they want to start with?
Lighthearted or serious?
Lighthearted or serious?
The good news
for your trucking news.
Or the kind of bad news?
I almost...
I don't know. I kind of always said, let's start with the bad news and then you get into the good news and then you can move on from it as far as that, or humorous.
Well, how about we ask them a question real quick and then we'll come back to the news and find out what they want.
What's up? You got the Boston trucker with you. Now, I've never claimed to be an expert on anything. So my question is, what are your thoughts on running your Jake brake in the snow? I've been driving for over 30 years. I've always used my Jake brake in the snow, ran 48 states, ran the Northwest. I never had a problem with it, but over the years I've heard you're not supposed to do it. So I'd like to hear your comments down below. Duet the video if you like, and I appreciate your input. Peace and grease.
Peace and grease.
Peace and grease. I love that.
Yeah, he got it. He sent me a message yesterday because I actually messaged him about you liking that, and he got it from somebody else, so it's not credited to him.
I just think it was cool. Yeah, I was listening to it, and all of a sudden at the very end, I heard the peace and grease. Like, oh, that's cool. I like the little peace and grease on there. All right.
Go ahead, Sheila. So, all right, let's go to the comment and see if they wanted lighthearted or start out with the good news. It's a good day. Get it, Sheila. Good news. That's from Mark. Go ahead and get it, Sheila. How about good news?
Okay, it's not good news, but it's humorous.
What the?
Go to my.
Oh, yeah, that is just wrong, Sheila. Let's go to your brands. Let's go to your brands. You got another cross, I'm guessing.
I do.
Oh, geez, Louise. Go ahead.
do.
Start your news, Sheila. Go ahead.
All right. Save the TP. So.
Oh, what are we looking at, Sheila?
Okay, a truck traveling along the Trans-Canada Highway near Canmore experienced mechanical issues and caused the trailer to catch fire. The driver was okay, but one of the most precious cargo item was basically killed. A whole truckload of toilet paper. What? No, say it's not so, but it's true. Although the firefighters did what they could to save the precious items, they said that between the flames and water, basically the entire load was lost. I feel like we should be playing like some kind of like little violin or something right now. One firefighter even said, even every toilet paper roll is sacred these days, and we did our best to save what we could. So here at the driver's side, we salute and honor and say
all toilet paper.
Rest in peace, toilet paper.
My God, Sheila,
You
seriously.
will be missed.
Seriously, that's what you want. You really like.
Come on, that's funny.
You really love making these crosses.
I do.
You are morbid. You usually do a chicken cross or something.
I
Oh
do.
my God. You've cows, chickens, now toilet paper.
We don't discriminate. Yeah. And if
Get it, driver.
And if I see the same thing happen with like, sanitizer wipes or whatever.
All right, moving on to more news,
will.
Sheila. What else we
All
got? That's just ridiculous. That is funny, though. Good
Come
job.
on.
Very
I
creative.
like it.
Very creative.
I
Get
thought
it.
it was funny.
Who else
I
is
thought
doing
it
it?
was funny.
Who else is making TP crosses?
Nobody.
That's right. Get it.
Us.
Right.
Me. And he always knows when I'm doing it. Here's the best on that. He always knows when I'm doing it because when I'm doing it, I'm snickering as I'm doing it. I'm like, he's like, oh my gosh, seriously, another one. I'm like, yeah, but this one's not an animal. It's hot commodity. It is hot commodity these days.
Good one,
that's-
Sheila. Becky Underwood says.
Right? Oh, sad toilet paper. Lots of sad toilet. Guys, in a really in a serious note here, okay? And I hate to talk about these things, but we didn't actually bring it up. I can't remember what was going on during that time when this accident happened last month or earlier in the month in Clark County, where we're actually from in Nevada, when there was an accident where the driver hit bicyclists. 7 were involved, 5 were killed, and 2 others were taken to the hospital with injuries. Okay, so it was still under investigation at the time. We didn't really touch upon it. I think we chose not to for whatever reason at that time when it was happening. A bunch of you had sent me the article on it. So anyways, this did happen, and from further investigation of it,
It's the driver's fault.
The driver, yes.
Completely. He killed people.
Okay, so
He was negligent. Completely. Sheila,
Yes.
this story pisses me off to no end because I know exactly what happened.
right.
Go ahead.
So on Monday, December 28th, yesterday, the FMCSA issued an out-of-service order to Arizona licensed commercial driver Jordan Barson. This order was issued in response to a crash that happened on December 10th on US 95 in Clark County, Nevada. Although Barson was driving a box truck at the time of the accident, he hit 7 bicyclists and their escort vehicle, ultimately killing 5 of them while the other 2 were taken to the hospital. Barson was tested by the Nevada Highway Patrol and was found positive for amphetamine at 10 times the lawful amount permitted, as well as methamphetamine. Not only is he losing his license, but possibly his freedoms. He faces 5 counts of DUI resulting in death, 1 count of DUI resulting in substantial bodily harm, 5 counts of reckless driving resulting in death, and 1 count of reckless driving resulting in substantial bodily harm. And mine on there was, guys, seriously, please do not drive intoxicated, okay? The life of you and of others around you depend on it. Not only that, but as well as it is just the consequences of it.
It's not worth
something
it.
happened is not worth it. Okay. This man may have been obviously has some substance abuse issues going on. There is help. Okay. If you or someone that you know is struggling with abuse or
Or addiction.
drug addiction, there is help out there.
The number's right below.
Correct.
All right.
Or
So
call someone if you think that you're ready. I have no stones to throw myself at this. Okay. I seriously, I tell you guys, I'm very open about it. I'm 7 years in January from alcohol.
I only got a couple years clean from drugs, Sheila.
So correct.
But here's
so I have no throne, but I knew when it was time for me. Okay. Although it did take 4 trips to the hospital.
Okay.
However.
All right. Can we talk about him? Can we talk
Correct.
about this guy that made every professional truck driver look like trash for doing what he did?
Well,
Okay. There's one thing I didn't do is drive loaded. Period. I didn't. I did not drive loaded. Okay. And I had a problem, a big problem, but I didn't want to kill nobody.
right.
A life is more important than my addiction for me. My marriage is more important than my addiction. I love you more than I love my addiction.
Right.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is this gentleman, he deserves to lose his freedom. Period. On every level. Okay. From the reports saying that he fell asleep,
Yeah.
he fell out is
Yeah.
what he did. He didn't fall asleep. He'd been up for days. If he had 10 times the legal limit of methamphetamine in his system.
Of amphetamine. Which is
Okay. So
pills,
an upper.
as well as methamphetamine.
An upper.
Tested for positive for both.
Uppers.
Right.
Correct. Okay. So this dude's been running and gunning. Mr. Toothpick himself.
Well.
All right. Well, what? Go ahead and be light on this man.
No, I'm not.
You really are.
I'm not saying a toothpick on it. It could have been something else. We don't know. I know what you're
Speed,
saying.
whatever it is,
Right.
it's drugs.
It is.
Okay. And it's not okay. This right here puts the
I agree.
professionals under microscopes. The ones that do this career with the lifestyle, that live this lifestyle within this career, this gentleman tarnishes it. The
Okay.
things that people do behind the wheel affects everybody.
Right.
These professionals. It hurts to no end. I just don't understand.
No.
You know, that things need to be put in place that are more effective when it comes to this type of stuff. Okay, the drug test, the clearinghouse, all of that. That is all. I don't know about the clearinghouse. The new clearinghouse is all this new database that's going.
Right.
But I know that a drug test is easy to beat.
Right.
It's easy to beat between synthetic piss, between all the toxin, the flushes, and all that. That's ridiculous. That, you know, they should be testing for that stuff too when they test these people that come into these schools, into these mills, because now you go into the mills and they take anybody and everybody. So if you have a drug addict that's very good at scamming the system and is looking for a career and a place to live, they could beat that system.
Right.
This is where I find the problems.
Right.
The negligence on the Department of Transportation, the FMCSA, all of it.
Right.
Washington, in a whole.
Right.
DOT, all of it. All of the ATA, FMCSA, all of you are at fault for that driver doing what he did.
And,
On top of the driver, let's not get it twisted.
right. And the whole story is sad all around. I mean, not only
really is.
not only were 2 injured, but 5 died out of it. And the consequence of that is not only is this driver going to have to live with that, for one, but 2, you know, his life is done. I mean, these charges are serious. You know, you get any kind of a DUI or any kind of charges that involve death, and he's got 5 counts on it. I have a brother-in-law who was involved, and he was on alcohol-related charges and killed somebody, and he's in prison. And that's just one.
Well,
this guy is facing some, you know, basically his freedoms are done.
I think we'll talk about this more on a Saturday show with a panel of drivers. I really think this would be a great topic because technically, you really want to get into it. I'm the man to get into it with because I've beat the system many times. Did not drive loaded, though. Do not get it twisted. Well, then again, what did I know at that time? I was abusing chemicals.
Right.
So technically, I need to sit here and check myself right now, because if I'm going to go down that road, you might want to be careful with the doors you open up there when you walk through. But you know what? I'll own it.
Right.
I will own it. I think it's a Saturday panel. Let's go over to the comments, see what they're saying over there real quick, and go from there. I mean, but here's the one thing I do want to say, Sheila. Thank you so much for putting this number down here. This is not a joke.
No.
Okay, this is not a joke. Seriously. All right, people suffer from all kinds of things, not just oh God, please don't get me started. Why do you do that?
What? I know.
You are good. You know how to just push my button.
I'm not trying to push your buttons on it, but it is a serious topic and it needs to be talked about. We see it, okay, in the news all the time. Not just this one, but there are tons of articles that come out involving drivers who are even intoxicated or still intoxicated after a night of drinking. Okay, so we're not just talking just strictly drugs. We are talking as far as the alcohol, which is a drug as well. As far as that, I see it all the time. They get arrested. There's crashes, or they crash, or something happens that they end up getting a DUI. And it's just seriously the importance. It's just not worth it. Okay. And even if nothing happened and you just got the DUI, it is costly. Okay. Your first one is estimated $10,000. $10,000. Okay. That's some chumpy change going down there. So even if nothing else involved, everyone
That's
was
some big change.
Right. Everyone was okay. Nothing happened. Just to get a DUI sucks.
You said chumpy. So if I dig in the couch, I'm going to be able to find $10,000 in the chumpy change down there.
No, that is some chumpy change. That's a lot of quarters.
Let's go to what Carlos says. I love what Carlos said. He said, "You can't drive a semi drunk or smoking anything pills. This is a safety job." Right. And that is actually going to be part of Talk to Me Tuesday's question and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that towards the towards the end of the show, like the third half of, I don't know, the third quarter. Yeah. My God, I'm terrible. Just keep calm and trust God. Yeah. But Carlos makes a great point here. Yeah. Okay. And then what happened to my dad yesterday involves safety and all that. Mm-hmm. But you're right. You completely 100% right. This is not a joke. That's an 80,000-pound missile going down the road. Right. You know, so.
And you were right. Like when you said that the article had stated that he told the cops that he must have fallen asleep before the crash. If someone's got that amount in there, he fell out.
Yeah. I'm a recovering addict. Been down that road. Yeah. Been down there. Look, so my wife suffered from me beating my demons, watching me going through beating my demons with me. Yeah. Okay. And one of my demons is addiction. I have an addictive personality. I'm not going to blame my parents. I'm not going to blame nobody because it was my choice. But I did put her through hell. She would watch me fall out. That's why she knows about it. This is not a joke. And the one thing, I will not touch on things I don't know about.
That's true.
But if I do, I'm probably super trucking. I'm a big super trucker.
Get over some more.
All right, Freddie Bell says, a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Freddie Bell says, not to mention how bad it makes the company look. Anything we do affects countless lives. What a great comment. Yeah. Get it, Freddie Bell. Get it. He made a TikTok the other day. I loved it. I don't remember what it was. It was a great video. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate you. Love that guy. All right. Carlos says, your CDL is your bread and butter. Don't risk that. Right. On top of don't risk killing people. Period. The CDL, yes, it's the most important thing you have as a driver. Okay. And keeping that clean is gold. Because if you keep that clean, you write your ticket through your career if you make the right moves. I'm just saying. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't take that from me because I'm not sitting in the seat anymore. But we'll get drivers on here because I'm big on that. Don't preach about it unless you're doing it.
I agree with that. I was just, I was just thinking. You know what I was thinking? I go in the flash of a pan, in the flash of a blink of an eye, your life could just be done and over. Just done. It's just sad, and it's just not worth it.
Okay, Renee Scott says, most of the drivers nowadays, they don't care about anyone but themselves. You know, it's sad because it's not just in driving. It's like the new thing. Selfishness is like the trend right now. It's all about me. Give me, mine. Blows me away. And I'm trying to go the opposite route. I've been selfish my whole life.
Well,
I really have. Sheila Marie, I think, okay, this comment is great
because
he's
always been a very giving person.
The balance there, giving, but also manipulative and really, really sneaky and creepy when he wants to get his way.
I don't know about creepy.
When he wants to get his way. You know what I'm talking about. I will manipulate crap to get my way.
Creepy.
Are you stuck on creepiness?
I am. I've never seen you.
But is that not true?
At times, yes.
Just at
You
times.
learn that at a very early age. You learn that
Right.
how to manipulate your mom at a very, very early age. Very early. Your mom she cracked me up. She used to get so mad and frustrated with you.
I love this comment right
Yep.
here because this is a big debate. Actually, some drivers will say, no, it's a right. It's not. It's a privilege. A CDL is a privilege, not a right.
Right.
Get it. And Judy says, some companies don't care either. They just want that drugged up driver to make them money.
Yeah.
That's so true. If you see some of the drivers out there, you can't argue that question. You can't argue that comment.
Right.
Seriously, bro.
Go get it.
Who, me?
No, the companies. Go get it.
Oh, stop it. All right. Daryl Martin says, and that's the problem. And social distancing is a very bad thing. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
You
I
know, but all right. Gary says, they need to give these people that sell this shit a life sentence. They are killing people, period. I agree with that. I agree. You find out where that,
Yeah.
go through that guy's phone. If we can put men on the moon, people on the moon, we can definitely trace where they're getting drugs from.
Well, and that guy there is definitely looking at a life sentence.
And he should get a life sentence.
Well, he's definitely looking at a life sentence for sure.
All right. So
with that many counts.
is that it for trucking news?
That was it. Yes, that was it for the trucking news. I know. I sorry for the doom and gloom on there, guys.
Well,
but it is a serious topic and one that we see all the time. And that was actually the only reason why I decided to touch on it, because there was the follow-up on the article that we actually didn't touch upon earlier the month. And I think it was because it was so close to Christmas or around the time that we were like, no. But there is the follow-up on it and what have happened on it. And because of the fact that I see articles relating around this all the time. Oh,
this Brittany Aiken says, oh, this DUI subject. Call me after the show, Wayne Campbell. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, no. What did we do?
No.
Excuse my language.
Stop it.
Like Daryl says,
Squirrel.
get it. Get it.
Squirrel.
Where are we at? What are we doing?
Nothing. We're gonna take a small break, and then we're gonna get into national news and the weather.
All right, guys. Remember, guys, if you need a mechanic and you're looking for a good diesel mechanic, Excalibur Equipment and Service Diesel Service LLC in Chandler, Arizona. Timothy and Kendra are amazing people. They look out for the driver and they do this with pure honesty is their motto. Mm-hmm. And they will also not work on your stuff unless they know about your stuff, and they will not even take it in. They will send you to somebody that does know about it. So please check out Timothy and Kendra over at Excalibur Equipment and Diesel Services LLC. All right. And then we also got, remember, Trucks with Room to Spare, guys, is our nonprofit. They are a nonprofit relief. They are a nonprofit that hauls natural disaster relief goods into natural disaster hit areas. Shelley Conway has started this nonprofit called Trucks with Room to Spare a ways back, and it touches our heart that she does this and works so hard on it, and we will support her in every way we can. So guys, head on over to Trucks with Room to Spare. If you can't donate, can't help, share and like their content. That's the same as helping. Seriously.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, help us out. Get it. And now to your national?
Yeah.
Are we already in national news?
Yeah.
Man, we're at 30. We're crushing it. 35 after. We're at 40 after. We got to talk.
You got to remember, it's Talk to Me Tuesday. And so we also have the what now question, which comes at
right.
the end. So that's why we kind of move along.
Right. So what now coming? We got what now? We got national news, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Should we take a quick break, though? I mean, I got something I want to play, or does it not fit right now?
Oh,
Sponsorship?
Go ahead.
Sponsorship? Really?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.
Hello. Did you know that $600 divided by 365 days equals a mere $1.64? That's right. For $1.64 a day, you too can sponsor an American.
I couldn't help myself. I saw that soundbite, and I thought, oh, Justin, the meme is perfect.
It was.
I had to make it.
I know, it was great.
I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. We're not a political platform.
No.
Period. That's
But-
about as political as we're trying to get and stay. I'm just done with politics.
Right. Well, and national news kind of revolves around that.
That's all it
obviously.
revolves around. That 600,
Yeah.
the stimulus, right?
Right. And that's obviously that TikTok that was created. It was a poke at the $600 that's
Correct.
supposed to be going out for the stimulus.
And
check.
let me say this: it's not a joke. Okay, it's a joke that they think that people can live off of that. Okay, remember, things have yet to reopen, drivers. Okay, so your industry will keep going no matter what.
Right.
You're the heartbeat of America. You can't stop. So also at the same time, please take in mind, there are people in this world, in this country, that are suffering from job loss, shutdowns, this virus, whatever.
Right. And there's some drivers on here that would still even qualify for the stimulus check anyway. So it affects them too.
Well, in the end, we're Americans. We're supposed to look out for each other, period.
Right.
And we also have to find humor in things, because if we don't, we'll just be one. I'm
Right.
not even going to say it.
So $1.64 a day.
Can sponsor an American.
Hey, who was that lady who did that? Oh, you should have put Sally. What was her name? on
Sally
it?
Jesse Raphael?
No, not Sally Jesse Raphael. Sally from
Who's Sally?
was it All in the Family?
I don't know.
Who used to do
Oh, stop it.
Come on.
Well, yeah, they used to do
at
the
30
commercials.
cents a day?
Yes,
You too
stop
can
it.
sponsor.
Can we get to the national
Yeah.
news?
So, anyways, you guys, in the national news, it does kind of involve what's going on. We all know that this year has been crappy, and most of us think, "Oh my gosh, this is like the world's worst, history year in history," and so on and so forth. But an actual study. Okay, because apparently professors and people have time to make studies and do surveys of what exactly their opinion of the worst time in history has been. And 2020 ranks about 8th, and is a world whole ranks about 6th. So I want to read some of what they were saying and kind of put perspective of 2020 in that, yeah, it's horrible, but there have been worse times. Okay. So according to a survey by 28 historians from the US and Britain, they say that while 2020 is awful and very stressful, it was not the most stressful year ever. The historians from Yale, Stanford, Cornell, Johns Hopkins, Oxford, and Cambridge through the study have listed the following as more stressful than 2020. Okay. 1862, the darkest year of the Civil War. On September 17th, 1862, a one-year battle where more than 23,000 men on both the Union and Confederate sides were killed, wounded, or missing in action. The war then dragged on for 3 more years. Number 2, 1929, the Wall Street stock market crashed. On October 29th, 1929, the stock market crashed, which spiraled into the Great Depression, which lasted a decade until the brink of World War II. In 1838, the Trail of Tears. This is where thousands of Cherokee people were forcibly removed from their homeland in the southeastern U.S. and marched over 1,000 miles to Indian Territory in what is now Oklahoma. Over 4,000 died along the way and buried in unmarked graves along the trail where they cried. Number 4, 1919, the Spanish flu pandemic. 500 million people, or about 1/3 of the world's population, were infected, and an estimated 675,000 Americans and 50 million people worldwide died. Okay. We're going to go through this really quick. Sorry, guys.
Oh, my God.
Number 5, 1968, the assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy. 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis. In October 62, this crisis between the U.S. and the Soviet Union during the Cold War brought the two superpowers the closest they ever came to nuclear war. So I bet that was like tensions then, right?
You think?
Right. Number 7, 2001, the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Did we get to number 8? 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic. As far as world history, okay, 2020 ranks 6th. Okay, the first was 1348, peak year for the Black Death. Second comes in 1944, the height of the Holocaust. Third is 1816, the year without a summer. A volcanic eruption in Indonesia blocked out the sun. Number 4, 1644, China's Ming Dynasty collapsed, and 30 years of war in Europe. My goodness. And number 5 was 410 AD, barbarians sacked Rome. So not trying to put the doom and gloom in there, but for those of us who are going through this, obviously we're going through this in 2020 right now and think, oh my goodness gracious. And I want to point out that in 1968 with those assassinations too, they left scars on a lot of those cities in there because they went through major rioting and protests as well during that time. And it was a lot on the public.
So we're doing okay then.
So yes,
basically we're doing just fine.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Horrible and stressful, guys, but we are going into a new year. Let's think positive, that it's not the worst, and that we are going to get through this. Okay, we're going to get through this. This isn't the worst time or most stressful time in history. We're going to be okay.
Wah, wah, wah. You're bad. Man, that's crazy, though.
Right?
But that's crazy, though. We're basically doing just fine.
Well, we're
not so much.
It's not just fine.
We ranked in the top 10.
Well, 2020 is.
We're ranking in the top 10, and we got how many days left?
No, I don't know.
Hurry up, please. Hurry up. Let's not take that number. Let's not move any more slots.
2.
Okay, let's not move any more slots up on that list. Okay, thank you. Please be good today, drivers. Be your best you can be.
I'm just pointing out that
I know,
but it is bad. That you know what, this year has been really crazy and has been awful for a lot of people. But there were worse times. You know,
there was, but the one thing I am seeing is a lot of things come to light that are better, that are being good. Daryl says less stress, more God. I agree with that. Right. Like I said, keep calm and trust God. Here's the thing. No matter what we're going through, we're still Americans. Okay. Correct. And the one thing we have been through is some crap.
Yeah.
As Americans.
And not the first time.
We always bounce back.
Right.
We're the comeback kid.
Yeah.
We're the big brother. We are the United States of America.
And
we are
prevail.
united. Okay.
Yeah.
We just need to start being more united.
Yeah. You just need to act like it.
Like states unite now again. Yeah. Everybody are uniting. Here's the thing. I just don't like the way that, okay, and I'm going to say it right now. I don't like the way the media plays it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't. That's why we don't play politics, and we try to keep it just driver driven.
Right.
Okay. And if we keep it driver driven, it relates to everybody because everybody's 1 degree separated from a truck.
Right.
Get it through your heads. All right. Point being is this media and the things that they're spewing out consistently. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. I saw media. So Mark Esep shared a clip supposedly coming out of CNN yesterday. What did it say, Sheila? Sheila, what did that clip say?
The headline was ridiculous. The headline read that the suspect of the Nashville bombing, it said that COVID-19 killed him after he blew up in the explosion. What? How is that possible? How do you die from something after you've already been blown up? I'm not really quite sure how that happens because there wasn't much remains that were remaining of the suspect. So it's
a crock pot full of crap.
The title of it was absolutely ridiculous. It reminded me of like the National Enquirer days of like the headlines and titles that they used to put on there, because how does that happen? I don't understand that. I thought that title was just amusing and just so ridiculous. I had to show him. I was like, okay, do you see the title of this? This is so stupid.
You know, it's sad though, because people believe it, Sheila.
What?
People believe the media.
Oh,
yeah. What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were going on.
Where did you? That's what we were talking about, the media, and you went somewhere else.
I don't know where I went.
Where are you? Because you're making me feel like a jerk right now.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was kind of like trying to read part of that comment, so my brain was still on that comment.
Squirrel.
I was.
I am not. Okay, we're going to move up on the list because the world's coming to an end because I'm telling her she's squirreling.
Sorry.
What happened? In the end, the media is the virus.
It is.
The media is it's not the virus. It's a big virus. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, the stuff that they're allowed to do.
I agree.
It's propaganda. This machine has just been pumping it out. And it just gets you bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it makes it harder for good people to actually get along.
Right.
It really does. It's tearing people apart.
Right.
It's separating.
And that's in all the media outlets. As you know, I mean, I go through probably 6 to 7 just trucking media outlets, and theirs is the same too. I mean, it's just what they want to put out there, which is normally pretty much all the negative stuff in there. It's never like the good stuff, the highlighting, the ones who are the knights of the highways. Those don't come around as often. It's always normally a crash, the DUI, someone killed someone, blah, blah, blah. It's always very negative. So,
well, I say we defund the media.
Yes, I agree.
Get it.
I
All right.
agree.
Daryl Martin says the media and Big Brother want social distancing so no one can find out their lies. You know what?
Mhm.
They don't even need a social distancing. It's right here. It's right here. This is like your e-log. It tells on you. It says everything about you. This right here is the most dumbest thing ever invented, but called the smartest, because we fall for it. I am so comfortable. I can't live without my phone.
No,
Who am I kidding?
no.
That's how I make it. That's how we're making a living, through our phones.
I can for periods at a time. I'm not too concerned
I
about
can
where
too.
my
I
phone
have to
is,
literally set it down. But what I'm
honestly.
saying is that phone, with all that information that you put in it,
Yeah.
gives them all access to whatever they need to know about you.
Right.
And they don't need to actually social distance you. They just need to, they can actually tailor your news feeds.
Right.
Okay. All the likes, all the
Yeah.
dislikes, all the emojis you have to choose from on Facebook, from sad to happy to angry to wow to caring. It helps them categorize how you're feeling that day, or how you're feeling in general about things. And then they could just tailor your newsfeed. They could put things on your newsfeed that either makes you happy, sad, or pissed off.
That's true.
It really is. It's the way they've learned to network and the way they've learned to control. It's more control. But the one thing I won't do is fall for it. I will keep putting out stuff. We will keep putting out stuff that's better for people, period. It's either educating or entertainment. But I'm not going to educate them on stuff on useless things. It's stupid.
Right. Well,
They need to be educated on trucking.
I hope you didn't think that my little national news there was useless information.
I thought it was great information. It's history. You learn from history.
Yeah.
The one thing they're trying to do is they're trying to erase history.
Right.
Okay. And when you erase history, you dumb down society,
Right.
because you forget where you came from. And when you forget where you came from, well, guess what? You don't know who you are.
Right. And they've compared 2020 to actually in 1968 during that time, as far as all the protests and riots that were going on.
Correct.
They've actually compared this year very similar to 68.
And why is it happening again then? If it happened before, why are we letting it happen again?
Because we didn't learn and change.
No, because they want more control. They want more control of the people. Period. If we can, okay, here's what I don't understand. Aren't there other countries that want to be superior?
Well, yes.
So wouldn't they do anything to take us out?
Well, they're going to try.
And we can protect ourselves from that?
Well, we're Americans, though. We're all
But we
resilient.
can't protect ourselves from the media?
Well,
We can't stop riots in the streets, in our own streets, but we can send billions of dollars to other countries to help them keep their streets safe. Are we kidding ourselves? Right. This, for me, in my opinion, is the biggest distraction for what's coming. Between politics, virus, and just in general, they got us tore up. They got us beat up from the feet up.
and
We need checkups from the neck up.
I should have had this conversation yesterday for the Manic Monday portion.
I'm very upset with where this country is,
I know.
but at the same time, I'm not.
We got
I'm torn.
2 days left of this year, so hopefully,
Okay, are we
2021.
completely forgetting.
What?
Nothing.
No, I'm just trying to move on. I don't.
Right, I know. You just closed my.
Yeah, I did.
So,
I'm done with it.
get it. Are we done?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's go to
We're
right
gonna
here.
go into the
All right,
doom and
let's
gloom
go
of
over to
weather.
Ronnie Marie real quick. No, let's go over to Ronnie Marie. History is being repeated, correct? And why? And as history repeats itself, they know the outcome because it's happened before. If it repeats itself, you're going to have the same outcome. Insanity.
Right. Because you didn't learn and change from it.
Get it?
You gotta learn from history.
God, the China virus. The world needs God. Correct.
Yes.
Ronnie Marie is got a laugh and a kiss. Thank you, Ronnie. All right. Here we go. So sorry, so late helping my son from surgery. Real quick, pull the brakes before we take a break and get to the next topic. Ellie, who is one of our out in the field correspondents that just does everything for us. It just makes us feel great and makes us feel worth something, just like all you over in the comments and all you guys. Right. That's a weird thing to say. But her son has had surgery. Our prayers and thoughts are with you, Ellie. Here it goes.
Bless me.
Bless you. All right. Scott Granger says, hello. Hello, Scott. All right. Dennis says, I am a 3%er. Here's 3%er. Wouldn't you like to be a 3%er? Sheila,
like
I got one
3%?
question.
Yeah.
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
Bob's awesome.
Bob, we love you.
Yes.
Have a great day, Bob. Everybody have a great day. Let's get over to Brands. Let's take a quick break and then come back.
Start dropping your weather, guys. We're going to come back and do weather.
So over in the comments, make sure you drop your weather and your location, and we'll take a quick break and be right back. You know what? I'm going to play Ronald's video.
Yeah.
This is from Ronald Hebert up in Canada, getting his load, doing a little bit of trucking.
You live with your demons long enough, they seem like your friends. So put on the brakes, the fast lane, before your road ends.
And now to your trucking weather.
All right, you guys. Okay, so in the weather, snow expected today over parts of the Great Basin, southwest, central, and southern Rockies, and the central northern plains, which will move into the upper Mississippi Valley, upper Great Lakes, and western Ohio Valley by Tuesday night. This is to include central and northeastern Arizona, northwestern New Mexico, central southeastern Utah, Colorado, southeastern Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota, most of North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, northwestern Iowa, Michigan, southern to central New York, and northwestern Pennsylvania. Rain will develop over parts of the central southern plains that will move into parts of the Mississippi Valley by Tuesday night, by tonight. Rain at our mixed precipitation expected in these areas, southeast Arizona, southwestern to northeastern New Mexico, south or northwestern Texas, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, central to northern Indiana. Rain and or thunderstorms expected for most of Texas, Oklahoma, central to western Arkansas, and southern Kansas. Late on Tuesday, rain expected over parts of the Pacific Northwest with snow in the higher elevations. By Wednesday, snow in the northern Intermountain region. This will include these areas: coastal rain in Washington and Oregon, with snow from central to eastern Washington, central and northern Oregon, upper Oregon, Idaho, and northwestern Montana. We got a high wind warning in effect in Silver Lake, Paisley, Adele, and Lakeview, Oregon.
Get it. Thank you,
and
Sheila.
now back to you, Wayne Amigo.
Get it. Oh, my God. You remembered it. That's for Phil.
That's for you,
He calls
Phil.
me Amigo. That's my man. That's my buddy.
I know.
Love
And
that
here
guy.
today in Orange, Texas, right now,
beautiful.
it is, the weather is nice. Yesterday was really nice, too.
Absolutely beautiful.
Sunny, blue skies, and it's probably about 50 some odd degrees right now. I don't know. I don't have my little thermometer.
Man, I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
You guys are very, very awesome. To see all these weathers and just all these comments, it means so much to us. I remember, before I get to your weather and your comments, I remember when we first started doing this, we're lucky to have 15 comments at the end of a show. We range from anywhere from 500 to 1,000. It's just truly a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And please, guys, with this weather, be safe out there. All right. Ronnie says, that's a rough road. Yes, it is. He's logging up in Canada.
Yeah.
Clear and cold in Reno, Nevada. Get it. Tacoma, Washington, 30 and cold. Apex, North Carolina, great weather, sun shining and 45. Get it, Renee. John Terrell says 9 in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Get it to my Wisconsin people. Wellenkamp, McPherson, all you Slater, all you guys up there in the Badger State. I love you guys. All right. Rooster, my dirty Jers. Bordentown, New Jersey, 35. Chucky, my boy Chucky. I love your truck, Chucky.
Oh.
I love your truck. I do. It says 16 in Idaho on I-84.
Oh.
Justin Pomerantz. I'm glad I'm not still there. I'm glad I'm not there anymore. And I'm just glad. Oregon is just messed off. I feel bad for you citizens up there. Freaking freezing in Salem, rooftop at the mall. Remember, guys, Justin actually helps drivers unload and get loaded, get in and out of construction job sites. We appreciate you. Joe Hood says 17 in Madawaska, Maine. Is that right?
Maine.
Madawaska?
Maine. Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Are you
did.
kidding me?
No, you did.
Idiot. He says truck
17.
driver can't read.
Oh.
And Adam says Junction City, 33 degrees. Oh, God. Carla Williams. Real quick, Carla. Remember, you asked me what ego stands for the other day. Do you remember? Carla, I love you. You help me be a better man every day. Ego stands for edging God out. Just if nobody knew.
Yes.
Had to get that as an opportunity sneaking in. All right. Wisconsin, wet side, cloudy, 21. Winter weather advisory, blizzard watch, expecting 3 to 15 inches. High winds along I-90 corridor.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's pretty cold.
Boy.
Yes. That's all part of that storm that I was telling you guys about all through there.
And real quick, Mr. Daryl Martin, I hope you're doing better. Okay, I really do. You're in our prayers. Okay, sunny 33 feels like 25 in New Holland, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Becky Underwood says Houston 70s and sunny.
Yeah,
it's 19 and snowing where we are. Wayne. You're a real jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. Scott Granger is literally 10 feet away from us. He's like right outside this window going. Kyle and Karen are waiting to get us.
Just over his house, apparently, is
his window is literally right there.
Is 19.
So I don't know where you see it in the snow, Scott. You need to pee in a cup, Scott. That's what you need to do. Tacoma, no overcast 42. Adam, snowing in Kansas. Colleen Ramsey.
Wow.
The RGN girl herself.
Yeah.
The heavy
Have you seen her
morning.
weather?
No. 85 in South Florida and balmy sunny. And I'm getting out of here. Ew.
Don't be in a rush to go.
Yeah,
that's
right
nice
weather.
that's
Bro.
a little warm. But
Alicia, also known as Alika, that I called her for 3 months. I called her Alika, and they finally told me what her name was. It's Alicia. I feel like an ass. All right, 39, cloudy, rainy, wet on 35 north, about to cross into Kansas. There he is. Hit 12. Just keep getting it. Keep doing it, Mr. Livingston. If you guys don't know who Mr. James Livingston is, he is a great YouTube and truck driver. Hit 12,000 subscribers. Shout out to you for that. Great milestone, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, wait, let me get to his weather.
Yeah.
46 degrees and cloudy in southeast Oklahoma. Get it. You know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
We're a good team. We really are. We got quality people watching. Yeah. Thank you, guys. It feels good.
Yeah.
And real-time weather.
And we always appreciate it, and that's why we do so, is that so that you guys also know from each other, those of you who are watching, that when we read it out loud of the weather that's going on in those areas. And that's why we do. We want you all just to be safe in whatever condition that you're heading into. So that's we always appreciate you guys sending your weather reports in to us. And now back to you, Wayne Amigo.
Go ahead and read that, Sheila.
Mark Eastep says it's 85 degrees in my room and sun shining and bikinis is walking. Nice.
Ronnie Murray says thank you. Good morning, Mr. Charles Bundy. All right.
Oh, sweet.
Ego, the toaster waffles. I'm not sure what.
That's Eggo.
Eggos.
There's 2 G's.
Eggos.
There's 2 G's in Eggo, but close.
More like people with egos are.
What?
I don't want to say it on camera. Twat waffles.
Guys, we are. Really? Did you just say? Oh my gosh. You behave yourself, Mr. Campbell. Seriously? I'm going to knock him out. You just had to say, you just can't. You could refrain from some of those things. You choose not to. You just have to, you just feel the need to spew it out.
It's better than feeling the need to do drugs.
This is true. This is true. Guys, we are at the top of the hour.
Holy shit.
Yes, which means that always on Tuesday, we have the segment part for the what now.
All right, we have to take a break.
What now question is a question as far from new drivers that are coming into the industry, or in this case, we have a story with this, or situations that happen where we pose a question to you veteran drivers for you to answer so that perhaps it helps someone else who experiences similar situations or perhaps to avoid them. So are you ready to get to it? Are you ready to go to?
I am, but if Dana Porter is still in here, and because there's the watch party, Philip Miller, McGill, Vincent, Dana Porter. I love you. It's a sister. She used to work with my sister. She used to put me to work. She helped keep me alive, keep me fed in Las Vegas when I worked as a stagehand.
Oh, nice.
Unloading trucks and stuff like that. So I love you, Dana. I miss you. And thank you. The people that are watching, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to get out of hand with saying what I said.
No, that was a total squirrel, though. All of a sudden, you just went off.
Because I
over
see
there.
a name in it, and it feels really good to see certain people in here and certain people watching. It's my family.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana. That's Sheila, by the way. My wife. All right, let's take a quick break, Sheila. I don't know what we got.
Yes.
We don't really have much here.
No.
I guess we'll just have to go with.
Clicky fingers.
No, we have nothing. We've played everything.
Well, then let's just get into the topic.
All right, get into the topic. Okay, Sheila. What's the question,
Okay.
Sheila?
We'll put it up there.
There it is.
Okay, so here's the situation, you guys. We are just going to get right into the topic. We are at the top of the hour. And this actually
Happened to my
has to
dad
do,
yesterday.
correct, with your dad yesterday, that he actually went through this situation. And we were talking, we said, well, you know what? This would be a great question for new drivers coming into the industry of what not to do or what to do in this situation in case you experience this. So are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I go back to my dad's 80 grabbing gears and he's dealing with this crap. It's ridiculous.
He's still getting it though.
Oh, he's getting it hard.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I love
That's
you,
awesome. Okay, so the what now question of the week is, here's the scenario. Arrived at the customer's dock and disconnected because if I didn't, I would be blocking the street. The receiver told me they wouldn't unload me unless I was connected. Police came along and told me I couldn't block the street and I would be ticketed. What do I do? So we got a lot of great responses on that. And here are some of the answers. He went over to your guys's.
Sorry. Well, I
okay.
saw something said read the text. All right.
Okay. So we've got Rick Drennan says, I put pylons out around my truck. Can't touch it here. Brittany Aiken. All of the above answers are really good. Depends on how many docks there are and how much room to work with. If there are no other trucks on either side of you, then 90-degree angle. If you don't have enough room for that, I put cones out to warn other drivers. And if that doesn't work, let your company deal with the receiver on how to handle that situation. Sounds to me like the receiver can't handle that long of a trailer to deliver their freight. So they need to have it cross-docked. Would you like to get Colleen's?
Oh, I'm playing with my glasses.
Would you?
In the spaces, if Colleen Ramsey says, if the space is available, you have the alley dock it, hard 90, or jackknife it. Whatever term makes most sense to you. However, it only works if there's space for the cab to move and the driver knows how to do it. It is a lost art in backing. Most of those places that are that tight get pups or day cabs. Not so full, not to say full sleepers. Don't get stuck doing it. East Coast and Chicago have lots of these tiny alleyway docks. You have to jackknife into it so your trucks can still leave. Correct. Right. They're all good answers. You want to go over to here, Sheila? Oh wait, this one.
Yeah. Okay. So Joe Hood says, offset and or 90-degree alley dock would come in handy for this, and cones or triangles for extra measure. After getting that alley docked, cannot block road, that's for sure. But either way, that explain would work because not blocked.
Carla Williams says, downtown LA at the egg delivery, I have it connected, turn on my 4-ways and place triangles on each corner and other of the and center of the nose.
Kenneth Williams says, have the policeman talk to the boss of company. Let them work it out. Right.
Leanne Newton says, explain to your company and let them decide. That's above your pay grade.
All right, we go on to Larry Almond. Hell, at Amazon DC, you have to disconnect to get loaded or unloaded. I guess as a company driver, have the company make the decision. As an owner op, it's up to you.
All right, Flo says, well, I'd have to ask the officer to come with me and talk to your client and give the ticket to the client. Della follows up with, yes, sir. No use of getting all upset. Stay cool, stay calm. And then below that is Della's answer. Mm-hmm. I would have to ask the officer to come with me inside. I had something like this happen to me in New Jersey. And when the officer stepped around the corner and said she will move the truck, the company was not happy.
Yeah.
Well, they're all great answers.
They are great answers. Guys, thank you again so much. We appreciate this. Like I said, your answers, this is where we try to bridge the gap of helping new drivers come into the industry, or other drivers perhaps who are newer to the industry that haven't had these situations happen yet. And so we try to give advice, and you guys are always really great.
Or a seasoned driver that's like, dude, I'm not dealing with this.
Right.
So you guys got to figure this out. Or do I have to step in and actually give you your solution?
Okay.
Because the driver gave a solution.
So give me your answer. What would you do?
I would have been pissed, and I would have left. And I would have just throw a fit like I always do. Like I do in the mornings. I quit. I'm leaving. I'm going to go sell it down the street.
Okay. Now, if you were a rational driver and the situation happened,
I would call okay. In that situation, of course, I would have reached out to dispatch right away. Okay. Especially if I was new, I would call my whoever was my manager at the time.
Right.
I actually wouldn't have, I don't know if I would have thought of what my dad did and what a couple people in their answer said. Mm-hmm. So I would have got upset. I would have been pissed off, irritated. Just got there. Look, dude, I don't have time for this. Get this off my truck so I can get to my next load.
Right.
Is where I'm at with that.
And
okay?
what did BJ end up doing?
So let's read the question one more time. Arrived at the customer dock and disconnected because if I didn't, I would not be. I'd be blocking the street. The receiver told me they wouldn't unload me unless I was connected. Police came along and told me I couldn't block the street and I would be ticketed. What do I do? All right, my dad did the right thing. My dad got that. As that cop came up to me, he says, hold on, I'll be right back. He walked away. The cop's like, where are you going? I'll be right back. He walked into that customer, went to that window and said, I need you to meet somebody. It's important. You have to meet this person. He's like, who? He gets over the door and looks out and sees the cop.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. That cop started walking right towards him as soon as they made eye contact. Mm-hmm. My dad said, go ahead and meet each other. Next you know, my dad stepped back. They started yelling. Yeah, they started going at it.
Yeah.
Going at it. My dad walks up and says, can I offer a suggestion? That cop looked at him and said, no. My dad said, wait. Just one thing. Let me say one thing. You write a ticket. We're all screwed here. If you write him a ticket, then the county's going to get involved. The driver's got to go to court. You got to go to court. There's all kinds of things going to get involved in here. My dad said, why don't we make this simple? Get a stabilizer bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like you do at these Walmarts or these big hubs,
Mm-hmm.
these warehousings, these cold storage and stuff like that. You have to either some places make you disconnect or connect. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's different everywhere you go. It depends on the freight, depends on what you got in there, how they're unloading it, how they're loading it. Mm-hmm. What my dad said was very, very smart. I didn't even think about that. He said, get the stabilizer, that bar that they put at that pin, it rests on that pin and it's like a stabilizing bar. It's I don't know if it's hydraulic, what it is. It's like a jack or something, but it holds that trailer in place. He says, why don't you have the county donate a couple to the company? Both the officer and the client and the customer looked at each other, and the customer said, I can get one now. I can get a couple now. I don't need that. Cop's like, well, maybe I can get some donated. They started getting along right away. The thing was, in that situation, it was the driver that had the solution.
Yeah.
Okay. And my dad is all about safety.
Right.
He's like, the safest thing to do here is to get that. And nobody has to, it's just a little bit of a cost to eliminate many problems.
Right.
So the fact that my dad had the answer and that he suggested it and they were happy about it.
Right.
People need to start listening to the drivers more. They really do. These drivers, that seasoned drivers that have been through things and go through things, they're only telling you because they've been through it and they don't want you to go through it, or they don't want you to make the mistakes that they made.
Right.
That's the biggest thing about old veteran drivers. They want to give it away so you don't make the same mistakes they did. But at the same time, we're jaded a little. So we get angry, whatever it is, because or they don't listen correctly, or they think they know better. I just think that people need to handle things just a little bit better. Actually take the time out to listen, see what somebody has to say, respect what they have to say, whether you like it or not, and then deal with it. After you've gotten, let your points be made. Let them be validated, whether you agree with them or not. You don't have to validate in the right way, but you can validate for you, whatever it is that you need to do to get along. How about we start making that effort?
Mm-hmm.
Because now we have a solution to that problem, and they're going to take care of it. And my dad got unloaded. He's on his way, didn't get a ticket, and he's happy.
Right.
But he reached out to me. He said it in the comments yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about, I said, Sheila, this is a great Talk to Me Tuesday thing.
Yeah.
I just thought that was neat that my dad got involved, that my dad was put in that position. And he did what he did, and he handled it the right way as a professional. And it took years for him to get there. Because I know.
Well, he's got some time.
And he's not my real dad. Okay. This is my dad's partner when we were growing up. He's a driver.
He's known you since you were
3 years old. He knew me before I knew. He knows me. He knew me before I knew myself.
Right.
But this man is 80 years old and he's still grabbing gears, and he's been an influence in my life. And he's also the first man to ever whoop my ass. My dad was the first person to whip my ass. It was BJ. And
you deserved it.
I did. I acted up out at a restaurant with my mother. My mother said, I got you. And my dad wasn't really involved in our lives growing up as far as disciplining and stuff. He was more the provider. And my mom walked in the house. We were at George and Gertie's house. I remember exactly where we were. It was a Thanksgiving. And she looked at BJ and said, whoop his ass. He grabbed me by the hand. He walked me into that garage. He shut the door. I've never seen rafters up close like that in my life. From one end of the garage to the other end of the garage, I walked into that house. I didn't disrespect my mother for at least a month.
At least a month. A month.
I am Wayne.
Yes, you are Wayne.
So, but I thought that was a great question. I thought those were great answers.
Yes, they are.
And I'm honored, and it's great to see that people are participating.
Right. And I think all of it, if you did like a kind of a combination, being stuck in that situation, you're like, you're right. I think I would probably call dispatch. Hey, what do you want me to do about this situation? I'm kind of stuck here. They're telling me one thing, cops tell me another. What do you want? How do you want me to handle it? Or like everyone else said too, be like, well, you need to go talk to them. Tell the cop, you got to talk to them. Okay. Cause I'm only trying to do my job here. I'm just the middleman. So all of them, I think they were great answers.
Well, that's what it's called. It's called a kingpin dolly. Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, I thought it was a stabilized bar, whatever it was. It stabilizes it. It gives support bar, whatever the hell you want to call it. But there's the actual term for it. It's called a kingpin dolly. Loading and unloading unattended trailers. Correct. Right. That's exactly what they were talking about.
Right.
I appreciate you, Dennis.
And most of them have it, right?
Yeah.
Most of the
you want to know
have it.
You don't want to know what bothered me about the whole situation was the fact that shipper knew. They knew. And when he saw that cop peeked out the door and said, I'm not going out there. Yeah. He knew why he shouldn't go.
They just didn't want to deal with it.
That's just shady shit.
Right.
It's shady because what does it do? It puts it on the driver.
Right.
And so in the end, Ronnie, so what's the answer? Is to handle it correctly and calmly and exercise every avenue that you can think of by contacting your dispatcher, introducing the cop to them, because there's multiple situations there. The right answer is to handle it calmly and to get all the information you need to relay it if you have to. Okay. The answer is to be as safe as possible and not to get that ticket.
Right.
And to get unloaded.
Right.
It's a catch-22 almost.
Right. And it sounds to me like the receiver just didn't want to have to be bothered to go get those kingpin dollies. You know how most of them some people can get, that they just, if it's anything that's out of their normal routine or out of the normal 2 steps extra, they just don't want to do it until they're forced to. So.
Well, let's go ahead and talk to this. Let's go ahead and read Kelly Shane's answer. Careful, pal. You might go back to swinging doors someday. Kelly says, the joys of being a door swinger. I don't have those issues anymore with shippers and receivers. No, you just have curfew issues.
And restrictions.
And restrictions.
Yeah, you can't move on certain days. You gotta have permits.
Stop it, Kelly. We love you. Get it. He's earned it. Kelly has earned it. Kelly, I can't knock that man. He's put me in my place one too many times.
And he's going to continue. He's not going to stop.
It's his job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we done?
We are done.
Man, we went an hour and 15 minutes today.
Yeah.
I love you.
It's a little over.
Great job.
We normally do.
Final thoughts, comments,
certain stuff.
I have nothing to go to videos to take a break. Yes, I do. We'll be right back.
He's so ridiculous.
Oh, sorry. We're back. All right, let's get over here. The final thoughts, closing comments, and let's end this show in a great way. All right, Phil Tristan says, great show as always. Wayne, Amigo, and Sheila. Get it. I can flatbeds. I can flatbeds?
I can flatbeds.
I can flatbeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome show. God bless and stay safe. Carla, if you need me, I'm here for you. You know that. If you need to talk, call me. I know John made a call out to me the other day in regards to you. But you're in our thoughts and prayers. We love you. Another blessed show. Y'all, thanks. Be safe and know your worth.
Oh,
Get it.
I love Judy. She's always so positive for us.
Dude, she really is. Delivery anytime. You know what? Stop being mean, you flatbedders and oversizers. Becky Underwood says, everyone have a great day. Great show, Wayne and Sheila. No, it's because of you guys.
It is because of you guys.
We love you guys. Keep it up. Doing an awesome job. Okay, stop.
Thanks, Mark.
Reminder, call me. Go ahead, call me now, Brittany. You got my number. Call me right now.
Stop
I'll
it.
forget.
Okay.
I'll forget.
Yes.
Final thought. Give show to Sheila. Final thought is prayers for all from Ellie. All right.
Just loves picking
All right. We go to Michael Thompson. Anyone running the shit show in the Midwest, be safe.
Right? Right? Yeah.
Great show as always. Alicia, you know what? Where's she been?
What do you mean?
Alicia, I don't see her much, it seems like. I see her on the show, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not looking.
Okay.
It's good to see you. I'm happy to see her is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I mean, I see her on the back groups and stuff too. So I see her back there a lot.
Everyone enjoy the day. Time to go to work.
Yep. Us too.
And Kenneth Williams is nothing but a bully.
All right, you guys, tomorrow is Wednesday, which is Hump Day Wednesday. We're halfway through the week and getting closer to the new year. How exciting is that? Remember that on Thursday, too, for Throwback Thursday is going to be the year in review. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of things that have gone on within the trucking industry and beyond. So that should be interesting. Charles, make sure to get a hold of me because Charles is actually working with me and helping me to create and produce that episode. So, okay, back to you. Let's go. Hello. Scott says, yeah, Wayne, give the show to Sheila and mute your mic. Oh, seriously? Oh, you stop.
Ah, you wish. That ain't ever happening. What's wrong with you?
I need him. I don't have the
What's
gift of
wrong
continuous
with
gab
you?
like that. I need him to be the chatty Cathy that he is. He's the personality
Let me get
and
my
the
Volvo and head
spunk
down the road.
And obviously not.
Kelly, how many miles you hitting that Volvo, bro?
Yeah.
I see you, brother. Get it, driver. 700,000.
Yeah.
Foot on the dash miles. Get it, driver. I'm referring to Kelly Shane. Where did it go?
No.
Where'd it go? Yeah, he's up here. He says, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Where'd it go, Kelly? He just hit 700,000 on his
Right there.
Volvo. Wait, right there. There you go, Kelly. Kelly, hold on. Wait. I just hit 800,000. Keep on trucking.
You're stupid. And
right.
Scott says down there, says, oh, see, he can't do it. He can. I don't want him to, though. Like I said, I need that personality. I have to have that because I'm not as flowy and as chatty Cathy as he is. I need him to be on that.
Ellie, please don't tell anybody about our showers together. The shower would not be the same without Wayne and Sheila together. They make the shower.
The shower. I'm like, what was shower?
We are blessed that they even do this for us. Scott, back off. I love you. Get it. I love it. Scott's just playing with me, and I love Scott for it. All right.
All
Scott.
right. And with
see, he can't do it because Wayne will tick-tocking.
He will.
Prayer, Wayne. Prayer? You got it. All right, guys. With that being said, we do believe in the power of prayer, and I'm just going to do it. If you ask for it, I'm going to give it to you. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you and only for you are our Lord and Savior. Father, please put your hand of healing back in this world and peace back in this world. Most of all, put safety out on those highways for these drivers as they deliver the goods for America and this world. Father, please treat the heartbeat of America exactly like they are, the heartbeat of America, and give them the strength, the understanding, and the safety that they need as they roll these highways. Father, I cannot thank you enough for this platform. We come to you and only you, for you are our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all have a great day. With that being said, guys, remember you are the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Yeah. Always keep that side up, rubber side down, and to make money in the trucking industry, what do you got to do, Sheila?
Keep the left door closed.
And here's your feel-good pity of the day. We love you all. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
God bless.
And I see my burn